Be the change. Be the change because you are beautiful, you are worth it, and your soul is longing for it. Your soul is longing to be set free from all the expectations. Your soul is longing to be set free from all the shoulds. Your soul is longing to be set free from all the programming. Your soul is longing to be set free from all social rules or roles that we play. I think the more roles that we play, the more that's where the scream, the anxiety, and the pictures, the picture perfect. Oh, yeah, Facebook post. We're so happy. But underneath it is like this soul crying out, wanting to be heard, wanting to be seen, wanting to be validated. So here's your validation, soul. Fellow soul traveler out there. That's where it's at. And I figured the storm shirt would be perfect, as we are anticipating maybe a possible hurricane or tropical storm. And sometimes, and I think it goes for everything in life in general, that you do what you can, you prepare, you do what you can, you do the best with what you have, and then you just have to let it swoop in and do what it does, and then take care of the aftermath of it afterwards. And so that goes for life too. Sometimes uncomfortable things come into our lives, and then we get stuck in it because we cannot hold on to it, or we pretend that the storm is not there. We pretend that it's not happening. No, this is not happening to me. I'm going to push it down here. I don't want, I'm not dealing with this right now. I'm push it down here, which is okay. That's a good mechanism that we have. We can do that, and we can deal with things easier until we're not dealing with it easier, until it will come back around, and then it starts interfering with our current life. Okay, finding sanctuary. Finding sanctuary. If you can find sanctuary, like your soul, your dwelling place in the body, with a quiet mind, if you can find your sanctuary in there, yay! Now you can walk around in your sanctuary everywhere, and you'll still be in your sanctuary. Opening to your spiritual source from within. Not the outside things, like buy this, get that, have that size, do that, do this, do that. Those are distractions. Those are the bling. That's like walking through the desert and falling for every trick in the book. Going for all that. And so finding the spiritual source, like doing the actual work, being on like the inside and observing what's going on within yourself so that you can deal with it along the way, is the true work, the true essence, and the true work that will take you to where you want to be, to happiness, joy, bliss, peace, confidence, freedom. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so here's a question that we can ask ourselves today. Take a breath, holding my breath, not even noticing it, holding my breath kind of in a little bit of fear, worry, like subtle anxiety, and then once you notice it, you can release it. And now my life just got a little bit better. And that's the beauty, that's the work that you do. Your life becomes a little bit better every time you notice something that is stuck up within yourself. Anyhow, Ace of Pentacles. Are you prepared to receive some type of opportunity or gift? Did you prepare yourself? Do you feel prepared? Do you feel like you are? When you pray, listen, so when you pray, you have to also be the person that can receive the answer to your prayer. So if you pray about like a huge promotion, or you pray about like a great opportunity over there, then do you have the confidence? Are you able to show up authentically? Are you able to go in there and do the job the way it's supposed to be done? Like, are you able to communicate with other people in the better way so that you can have a good experience when you go in there and grab that opportunity? And you can also be a good resource for the opportunity, and so you attract each other. And sometimes we are, sometimes we're not, and that's okay. That's life, and that's the beauty of being the change. You can go within, you can change those little aspects of yourself that needs changing, so that you can become the person that you need to be in order to do what you want to do with your life. And let's see, we have someone here showing up in maybe a karmic cycle, like back to the stuffing down stuff. We all do it. There's nothing wrong with it. We all have a whole, I don't know, busload of stuffed down stuff that we don't want to look at it. It's our secret life. Someone just told me that we have 3 lives. Every single person have 3 lives. You have the public life, you have the personal life, and you have the secret life. Well, this is about your secret life. This is about where you don't want to go, but it's the best place to go, because that's where you can change your public life. You can change your personal life by going into your secret life. And the secret life, everyone has it. Everyone has those feelings. It's okay. Sometimes you just have to stir it up a little bit so you can bring it back up to the surface. It can bubble away, wither, and disappear. And so seemingly there's some kind of a cycle that you're in, that you maybe have been in for a while, and maybe you're tired of it. Maybe you're tired of it. Maybe it didn't bring you the wish fulfillment and the happiness, the joy, the celebration, the cakes and the cupcakes and all the happy memories. Maybe it didn't bring you that. Rather, it brought you headaches, heartaches, loneliness. You set out on some kind of intention. You had some kind of intention here. Maybe you did go for that gift, or maybe you're opening to the spiritual source. Maybe you've been closed down to your spiritual source. Being closed down to the spiritual source, leaning only on like the expectations of the world, what the cake, the gifts, the money, the status, the power, all that stuff, leaning only on that. Closed off to like the higher purpose, bringing out your better self, like bringing out the best version of yourself that you can be, so that you can find the peace, the joy, the contentment, the satisfaction, the success, everything within yourself. Different routes, different ways in life. Most people are completely, I'm gonna say, intoxicated and completely hypnotized by the way of the world. And they lose out on their joy, they lose out on their true confidence, they lose out on all these things, because there's only one way that you can find those things, and it is to go within. That's the only way. So, but the beauty of life is that you try out different things, and then you figure out that, okay, so this storm right here is not going to just ride itself out. This storm right here that you're in, it might be something that is going to keep coming back around, because it's the same. You didn't change anything with it. And what it actually brings you is like self-doubt. Because of this, you thought it was going to be your happy ever after, and you thought it was going to be your wish fulfillment. You thought it was going to be, oh my gosh, this is it. This is it. And we all have that dream, and that's okay too. And don't ever lose it, because it's good to have hope for something that great. But sometimes we just have to backtrack a little bit, bring ourselves into proportion again, bring ourselves back on our, grounding ourselves, so that you don't get caught up in like self-doubt, self-criticism, not good enough, being secondary, being second best, all that stuff. And so whatever the situation that you're in, whatever cycle that you're in, you can change it by looking at like, what is it in my life right now that is that I keep recycling? Like same characteristic. Maybe there's something about this person that you keep attracting into your life. They all have the same red flags, but you don't know the red flag yet. So you keep inviting in new people with the same, and you have the same attraction to the red flag. And so it can be difficult to see that cycle, and you won't be able to see it until you know what the red flag is. So that's the beauty, by sitting down, meditating, going within yourself, looking at what's going on. Then you can also be able to see, what are these flags that are coming up? What are these hindrances that are showing up in your life? And how can you best deal with it? Current situation. There is Emperor showing up, strategy, strategic, working, planning, carrying things out, having all good routines and everything. And we got 10 of Wands, which is working a lot in your current situation and not enough rest. Okay, so current situation is showing you or someone in your life showing up as very strategic, doing the work, sometimes to the extent of overloading yourself, doing too many things, being too tired, and not getting enough rest. So the Four of Swords is always asking to take some time out, take some time to rest. And the Eight of Swords, like resting, allowing your body to reset itself, allowing your mind to quiet down, allowing everything to just settle in and be quieter. This might be the cycle that you're dealing with up here too. Then maybe you have some kind of a work cycle, some kind of a thing that you're doing that is taking all the rest out of you, is taking all the energy out of you, and then it's not panning out the way you thought it would. So the work that you put in, the strategy, and you're doing great here because you are showing up as the Emperor. And that is great because the Emperor does get things done, which is really good. And I guess here, balance. Look at the cycles that you're in and see if they bring you headaches or heart, food for the heart, or headaches. It's going to do either one. So whichever one you want to avoid, walk away from it. Or change it in somehow so it can work for you. Okay, so the shadow work that is showing up here today is change your perspective. Perhaps you don't need all these things in your life. Perhaps you already have the Nine of Cups. Sometimes we don't even know that we are our own kind of wish fulfillment. Yeah, there might be stuff that you want to get in your life. Like there might be stuff that is going to make you happier, and there might be stuff that might be doing stuff like that. But then you have, if you change the perspective, perhaps you already have it. Perhaps you already have everything that you need to be happy. Perhaps you already have everything that you need to feel fulfilled. Perhaps you already have all the stuff that you need. If you go within and you find your own worthiness, find your own center of worthiness, and be okay with life the way it is. And you might just find that you already have everything that you're looking for out there. And so we're running around doing a lot of extra work, running around doing a lot of things that we don't have to do, running around feeling a lot of emotions that we don't need to feel them, or we don't have to experience all of that, and we're running around, we're doing it still because we don't know that we can stop. We don't know that there is a different way of living. We don't know this because they don't ever teach you that, because they don't make money off of you when you find you're in your own freedom. Of course, you pay for what you need, but you don't need that much. So you're not going to be the money bucket for anybody. And that might be why it's not promoted in society that, hey, feel free, find your own center, find your authentic voice, and save, and watch your savings grow. Watch everything grow in your life, because that's what it'll do. And sometimes to change perspective, it can be like just being aware. Like sometimes we get so wrapped up and trapped up in our routines that we don't even notice that we have routines anymore. We don't even notice that, oh great, like what have I done to my life these past 20 years? Well, I've shown up on time, I did my job, I clocked in and out, and I did everything they asked me for. And so and that's good. Like it takes determination, it takes commitment, it takes patience, it takes loyalty, it takes dedication, energy, all that good stuff to do stuff like that. But then sometimes we forget like that, hey, I'm a human too. I'm a human. What does that even mean? Like mind, body, and soul. Am I even nourishing any of that? Or am I just trying to look a certain way for the society around me. Because at the end of the day, the society around don't really even care. And so changing perspective is a great way to do shadow work. Also, shadow work, having patience, knowing when the time is right. Sometimes we want to hop in there and we've got all the results. I want the results right now. That would be great because I don't want to wait, and I really, really need a change in my life right now. So I need it right now. And then Great Spirit or the world, your universe, however your world looks like today, and then it's going to say, wait, hey, stop. You cannot, it won't allow you to proceed with whatever it is you're doing. Or whatever it is you're doing is not coming out the way that you want it to do because it's not ready yet. And maybe you are not ready yet, like for that opportunity that you want or the gift that you are about to receive. Like, are you even the person that can receive? Do you even know how to say thank you and receive with open arms and open hearts and all that? Are you one of those people who are perfectly okay with giving and perfectly not okay with receiving, making me feel very uncomfortable here now? I gotta receive. Do I owe you anything? Do I now need to do something? And all the strings that come attached with the gifts. But we have to be finding within ourselves, even with all that going on. We have to find a place within ourselves where we can be open to receiving, because the universe wants to give you stuff all the time. It wants to give you gifts, wants to give you insights that can help you grow, wants to give you things that you need to grow whatever life that you are putting together for yourself. Universe wants you to be happy. Universe wants you to grow. Like God wants you to be happy. God wants you to grow. Like all the answers that you need, you're going to get them. You just have to have open eyes and not be so closed off because they told you that, oh no, you cannot, like for instance, in my situation, religion, like a certain group of religious beliefs, they told me that my faith was wrong. Like I've literally only had faith in my life. That's it. Like no people, like the people that were supposed to take care of me didn't. So I had to take out on my own. And when you take out on your own, the world around you, they're too busy. They don't have the time. They don't have the effort, the resources to take care of you. Why would you take in a stranger? And so there you are on your own. And then when you have faith, you can come through anything. And that's the living proof. And if somebody else now comes in and tells me that I don't have faith, then I'd be like, well, then we're not going to even talk about it because I know I have faith. I don't know what you got over there. Maybe you're diseased. I don't know. But faith comes from the heart. It comes from changing who you are. It comes from being in alignment, working towards being more Jesus-like. I'm not talking about the hours that you clock in and you go out there and do your volunteer work and then you go home and feel smug about yourself. No, I'm talking about the times when you go out there and you see a person in need and you reach out to them because you understand that, hey, it's another human being. And this human being right now seems like they are on their very last leg right here. Maybe I can do something to help them. And I want to do it. I don't want them to give me anything back. I don't want to give up anything. I just want to reach out and see if there's anything I can do to help this person on their merry way. So the internal transformation, that's what God loves. That's what is true faith. Having true faith, walking in faith, is that internal transformation. And that it takes patience. You're not going to start today and be done tomorrow. I thought that like 25 years ago, and it doesn't work. It doesn't go that fast. It takes time, but it's worth starting anyway. Codependency, shadow work, codependency, like we're not even used to. How do you feel about it? Hey, soul out there, how do you feel about it? Do you even know? Like, do you even know how you feel about going into helping people or whatever? Or do you feel really guilty if you say no? You feel really bad and like oh gosh, now I feel like a bad person because I said no to that. Or now I feel like I'm a bad person because I didn't do that. Or now I feel like, so people pleasing and being, and people pleasing, it comes from a good place. Like my beautiful friend told me, like, she explained to me, like, it comes from a good place. Like, it comes from the goodness of your heart. It comes from the kindness of your heart. It comes from all the love that you carry within yourself. The overgiving, the people pleasing, it comes from a good place. But the kindness that you extend to these people that you want to help them, you also have to extend it to yourself. And if you're draining your resources, you're not getting enough rest, you're overburdening yourself, you're not closing out the cycles, because maybe they will come around. They're probably nice underneath all the bull crap. They're probably really good underneath that. And so if they just start being so bull crappy, then maybe I can have my wish fulfillment. Or like in here, I'm sitting with all the nightmares. So the internal thing, and then it comes from a good place, the kindness that you extend to others. You want to reverse it and extend it to yourself. So you can set boundaries and avoid toxic people who are there to, their goal is to sway you off your projects. Their goal is to sway you off your confidence. Their goal is to make you feel like shit. That's their goal. And so here it's like shadow work is to don't be a people pleaser and wipe out yourself. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Figure out a way that you can set boundaries and be okay with it. No, I have to think about that. You can just say, no, I have to think about that. Call me back in a week. Or no, I have to think about that. I don't know. I have to think about that. Give me some time. I'll have to think about that. No, I can't do it. Let me think about it. No, maybe I'll have to think about it. Buy some time. And then be honest with yourself, which is difficult too, to sit there and be honest. You know, I really don't want to do this. Now I feel like a crappy person. I probably should do it. And then all the stuff from the programming from before coming back up. Not helping, but if growth was really easy, everybody would do it. And if they knew the benefits of it, they would definitely do it. And the possible outcome is showing up with healing, like hope and healing and illumination, like being illuminated, doing the work, changing the perspective, changing how you see things. Now you're going to be magnetic. You're going to turn into something that is shining, that is standing out from all the rest, because all the rest, they don't do the work. They just want to take, or have. They don't do the work. But if you go within and you sit down, you go within and you see these patterns in your life and you change the cycles, whatever cycle you're in that you're not happy with it, change it up somehow, and things will have to change around you. But you have to put more effort in, maybe less effort in. Perhaps you have to go in a different direction. Maybe you have to give a different answer. You have to do something different in the situation, and it will change. Then it will change. And now you can be open to new perspectives, new ways of doing things. Now you did a lot of shadow work right there, just by looking at it in a little bit of a different way. And the rewards that you're going to get is like releasing all the stress. Whew, can let go of that. Yeah, wow, okay, good. Now I'm feeling better. So healing, hope, and also perhaps you avoiding some. The Knight of Cups can be sometimes, I am going to be your knight in shining armor. Maybe that's the cycle up here. I am it. Look at me. I am your knight in shining armor. I will come in and I will be everything that you dreamed of. I will be all that for you. What did you say again? I can't see you anymore. You're in the circle again. You're back in the cycle. I recycle again. Yeah. And here he comes back, the knight. So the possible outcome can be that you might have to cut someone out of your life that is very chivalrous. Maybe they seem like they're all that in a bag of chips, which we all know that nobody is. And so, and the Ten of Pentacles. And giving up that dream, maybe some adjustment in your dream of what is the perfect outcome for you. Like, what would that look like? Do you have like the Knight of Shining Armor? Here he came. Oh my gosh, the Prince of Love. He just came riding into my life and he just blew me away. And we lived happily ever after. And so then maybe modifying a little bit. Well, maybe on the corner there, I met this guy or girl and then we hit it off. We had a good conversation, so whatever. And then maybe modifying things, changing perspective, doing the internal work so that you can not allow your expectations to dictate something that might never come to pass. Maybe it's your expectations that need a little bit of just readjusting so that you can be setting yourself up for success, not failure. And success. Secret Spring, success is here. So that is great. Like swing it around. Maybe you realize that you are actually capable of doing a whole lot of things on your own. And then once you build yourself up, now this Prince Charming can come in a really good way, like a good, mature, grounded way that can actually be there for you. And we got Esther and Abraham Hicks. And today's message is going to be, okay, so you are the creator of your own experience, whether you know that you are or not. Your life experience is unfolding in precise response to the vibrations that radiate as a result of your thoughts. Vibrations radiating as a result of the thoughts, whether you know that it is or not. So just be aware. Notice what's going on in your mind. This is what you're going to attract in. Journey together. The beautiful light in me, it honors, it respects, and loves the same beautiful light in you. And until next time, namaste.